Good morning, children. This is Rajni, English faculty of DAV Public School, Dr. NTTPS, Ibrahimpatnam. Today, we are going to see poem 1, that is 12 o'clock, which was written by Ravindranath Tagore. First, we will see about the poet. He is Ravindranath Tagore. Ravindranath Tagore was born in 1861 and died in 1941. He was a Bengali writer who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913 for his anthology of poems Gitanjali. A prolific writer, he composed more than 3,000 songs and wrote several volumes of novels, short stories, plays, and poems. He also wrote the national anthem of India and Bangladesh. He founded the Viswabharati University at Shantiniketan. Understood, no children? Ravindranath Tagore was up first. He was a Bengali writer. He got Nobel Prize in Literature for his anthology of poems. Nothing but collection of songs, whatever it is. For his collection of poems, he got the Nobel Prize. Okay, children? He is a prolific writer. He composed more than 3,000 songs and he wrote number of novels, short stories, plays. And we all know the national anthem. He also wrote that. And he also wrote national anthem for Bangladesh also. And he founded Viswabharati University, which is a famous university, and it was founded by him, which is at Shantiniketan. Understood now? He is very famous poet. He is a Bengali writer. Before going to the poem, first we will see meanings. Greens. It's not a color, children. It is a noun. Fresh, green vegetables. Leave off. Stop doing something. Supper means an evening meal. Mother, a commonly found large shrub which has medicinal value. Once again say greens. Fresh, green vegetables. Leave off. Stop doing something. Supper, an evening meal. Mother, a commonly found large shrub that has medicinal value. These are the meanings from this poem. Poem we should not pronounce it. Poem we have to pronounce it. Understood, no children? Now we will go to the poem. See. First we will see what is about the poem. The poem is about a little boy. You can see in the picture also. Continuously he is watching the time. Why? The poem is about a little boy who feels he has been studying all day. He feels that he has been studying all day. We will go to the poem lines. Mother, I do want to leave off my lessons now. I have been at my book all the morning. You say it is 12 o'clock. All right. Suppose it isn't any later. Now see, children. See these lines. The poem 12 o'clock, which was written by Ravindranath Tagore. It is written by Ravindranath Tagore. Here, the poet tells his mother that he wants to stop his studies. Already I told, leave off means nothing but stop doing. What the small boy wants to do, here we can see the small boy wants to stop his studies. What he wants to stop? He wants to stop his studies. Okay, here he tells his mother that he wants to stop his studying now because he has been with his books since morning. That means he has been studying Since morning, he is tired of sitting with them for such long hours. However, his mother tells him that it is only 12 o'clock and he should study more. Already we know children wants to stop studying because they feel that they had been studying more, but whereas the mother wants their child to study more. Here also it happens. Here the small boy feels that he has been studying since morning and he is tired of sitting with them for such long hours. So he tells him that it is 12 o'clock noon. 12 o'clock noon. But the mother says that he should study more. But he wishes that at 12 o'clock he could leave his lessons. That means he should stop his lesson. He is bored, felt very bored of reading since morning, so he wants to stop reading. But the mother says that it is only 12 o'clock and she wishes that her child should study more. Understood now, children? Now see the next 4 lines. Can't you ever think that it is afternoon when it is only 12 o'clock? I can easily imagine now that the sun has reached the edge of that rice field and the old fisherwoman is gathering greens for her supper by the side of the pond. Already we understood the first 4 lines. Mother wants her child to study more, whereas the small boy is tired of reading the books and he wants to stop reading as it is 12 noon. But the mother wants her child to continue reading. Now what happens in these 4 lines? I means here small boy. Now the small boy is imagining. Just imagining. We can say that he closed his eyes or else he imagined that the sun has reached the edge of the rice field. That means he imagines the day turning into night. See here, the sun has reached the edge of the rice field means the sun has turned into night. Okay? The sun, that means the sun has come to the edge of the rice field. The sun came to the edge of the rice field. That means the sun has turned into night. Here it is, the poet is comparing like that. He is imagining how the sun has reached the edge of the rice field. How the sun, that means he is imagining how the sun has reached the edge of the rice field. And there the fisherwoman is fisherwoman. Till now we got fisherman. But here in our poem, Rabindranath Tagore wrote old fisherwoman. Fisherwoman is gathering herbs. Here greens was given, but it is herbs. Fisherwoman is gathering herbs for her supper by the side of the pond. Here the fisherwoman, they are gathering herbs for her supper. Supper means already I told, the last day of the meal. Okay, they were gathering herbs which were by the side of the pond. When he shut his eyes, shut means nothing but close. When the small boy closes his eyes, he thinks how the shadows are getting darker under the mother tree. The shadows are getting darker under the mother tree. He is imagining. It is not happening. When it is afternoon time, it's not happening. Just he closed his eyes and think the shadows are growing darker under the mother tree, because when it is afternoon time, we'll see the shadow. But shadow. Whereas in the night time, the shadows are growing darker. The shadows are darker under the mother tree. Understood, no? The shadows are darker. Even when we are going in the night time, we will see our shadows very dark. Here also, the poet feels, the child feels the shadows are growing darker under the mother tree. There is a tree. That tree is commonly found large shrub that has medicinal value. Here the poet feels the shadows are growing darker. As it is night time, the shadows are also growing dark. Understood, no children? Once again, see here the poet imagining how the sun has reached the edge of the rice field. That means he is imagining that the day turned into night. The day turned into night. Afternoon time turned into night. He imagines that the day turned into night, and also he feels the fisherwomen. As it is evening time, the fisherwomen are also gathering herbs for their supper by the side of the pond. They were gathering herbs for the supper by the side of the pond. And when he shut his eyes, he thinks that the shadows are getting darker. He feels. Here the small boy feels the shadows are also getting darker under the mother tree. Understood, no children? Now see. Turn to the next 4 lines. See the next 4 lines. And the water in the pond looks shiny black. If 12 o'clock can come in the night, why can't the night come when it is 12 o'clock? Once again, see, I can just shut my eyes and think that the shadows are growing darker under the mother tree, and the water in the pond looks shiny black. If 12 o'clock can come in the night, why can't the night come when it is 12 o'clock? Now see the explanation, children. Here already I told that when he shut his eyes, the shadows are growing darker. The shadows are growing. Already we know when it is night time, when we are going, our shadows will look very darker. Is it? Here also there is a mother tree. Under the mother tree, the shadows are getting darker, and the water also in the pond looks shiny black in the moonlight. We all know when it is morning time, the water in the pond looks blue in color. Is it or not? Looks blue in color. Whereas in the night time, the night reflects the water, so it shines. The pond water shines black in the moonlight. Okay? It shines black in the moonlight. Understood, no children? So here the small boy asks that if 12 o'clock can come in the night, why can't the night come when it is 12 o'clock? That means here the small boy is asking, even in the afternoon time also, why the night is not coming when it is 12 o'clock? Because it will not happen. Actually, it will not happen. Here the small boy is tired of reading. So he is telling, why can't the night comes when it is 12 o'clock? Understood, no? He has been studying since morning. He wants to leave off his lesson. He is so upset to sit with the books for long hours. And he wishes that his mother would tell him to keep his books aside. but it doesn't happen. But it did not happen. So here the small boy asks, why can't the night comes when it is 12 o'clock? Understood, no children? Once again, listen to me. Here, the poem which was written by Rabindranath Tagore tells us his mother, the small boy's mother tells us that that means here the small boy wants to stop his studies. He wants to stop his studies as he has been studying since morning. He imagines the day turning into night. Actually, it won't happen. Is it or not? Here he imagines the day turning into night. He says the sun has set. The sun has set. So the old fisherwoman is gathering herbs for their supper by the side of the pond. He thinks that the shadows are also getting darker under the mother tree and the water. Now he is telling about the water also. And the water in the pond also looks shiny black. Lastly, he puts a question to us. He puts a question that if 12 o'clock can come in the night, why can't the night come when it is 12 o'clock? That is the meaning of these lines. Understood, no children? See the moral. Children are not concerned about logic. Children are not concerned about logic when they say what is in their hearts. What is in their hearts. Understood, no children? Thank you, children. Have a nice day.